You only get to make that mistake one time, you dig?
Yeah. What is any? Is that a horse?
I'm actually Centaur, dude.
Why is there a Oh shit. Okay. All right. Well said. Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome back. This is Words with Ali. I'm your host, Ali Seavright, and this week's episode, I'm gonna say some words on hatred. Well, more specifically, becoming a savage.
Chop a nigga down like a fucking lawnmower. You an old nigga, man, you washed up. Young Savage, man, I got my car washed up. Put up on a motherfucking nigga, up.
Now, what the fuck was he saying in that last line? Anyway, I'm the type of person, like most people that know me probably haven't seen me angry ever, or like maybe once or twice if something like happened in front of them. But like for the most part, I try not to show my anger or resentment in front of people. And part of the reason is that like I don't want to burden my friends with my negative emotions, and I just like to carry positivity as often as I can. And like when I have negative feelings, I try not to let it weigh me down, but also not weigh others down, because sometimes it's just like some shit happens and like there's really nothing you can do about it sometimes. And all you can do is just be fucking angry and be bitter about it. But it's like what point does that serve in your life? And that's the way I look at it. It's like it doesn't serve me, it doesn't help me. It's not beneficial. It's just shitty emotions that go nowhere. And I've like, especially in my younger days, I dealt with a lot of bullying outside of school. Like constant, relentless. And like I just bottled that shit up. I fucking let it, well up in me and turn me into a fucking, just like a beast when I get really angry. And I know that like, yeah, a lot of people deal with anger issues and whatnot, but like, yeah, for me personally, like it's just too much for me to release it because there's so much. But like I've been finding lately that it's a good energy to tap into when you want to get shit done. Like when you're working out, when you're building something, when you get stuck on something, you're frustrated, using that anger, that hatred really is, a fuel. And sort of like I look at it as like, I'm using the dark side to get like a power boost or some shit. You know what I mean? Like I'm some sort of fucking Jedi adventurer, and I just gotta tap into the dark side to just, get over that little bump. But like that's what I really look at it as. And it serves its purpose in those moments, but everywhere else kind of not. But I've been feeling lately that like maybe it's time I start becoming a savage. Maybe it's time to, assert myself more. There's nothing wrong with telling people how you want things, or telling them what you want or how you feel. and just moving like that. Cause like there's so much shit that gets like blocked out with like what people want to have happen with their words or actions. And like they be deceitful with the shit they say. Even though it may not be malicious, it's very confusing. It's like, fuck. I can't read your brain. I'm not inside your mind. I don't know what the fuck you want. I'm telling you what I want. And if it don't align with your alignment, then we gonna misalign like them wheels and crash into a wall. You know what I'm saying? So we about to keep that shit groovy and straight. This is random. But it's what I've been thinking about. Cause like, yeah, I feel like, especially with a lot of guys, like you have to like not show your true self sometimes. You have to put on a face. You know, you have to be tough. You have to be that fucking strong guy. You can't show vulnerability. You can't let people know how you feel. You know, you just gotta, truck on, basically. But that leads to a lot of just like fucking unhealthy shit. Physically, mentally, spiritually even. And so like when you're angry, you just gotta fucking let it out. You gotta use it. Because when it gets bottled up, when it sits inside you, it makes you sick. It really makes you sick. And that's why I am an advocate of kicking somebody in the chest when they need to be kicked in the chest. You know what I'm saying? But now, hypothetically speaking, of course, I'm not condoning anyone going out and kicking somebody in the chest. But I'm saying if you can get away with it, do it. No, that's a joke too. But no witnesses though. Oh fuck. But like, cause like I dealt with like a lot of, manipulators and liars, and they like to twist words, and they fuck with you on a level that like you can't easily tell people about. It's like, hey, this person's been fucking with me in my head by saying this, but like on the surface when they look at it, they go like, oh no, they're not. That's just like you're just looking into some weird shit, bro. Like none of this is even happening. But like in reality, what it's making you feel is like fucking, what's it called, gaslighting or something like that. It's like what the fuck the other person's doing, but they know what it looks like to other people, and like you can't really say shit. So it's like, fuck, you're in this like weird position where you're fucking upset, and when you tell people about it, no one's there. No one can support you because it looks like a fucking normal thing to them. And so you're just like stuck there in this position of just like, okay, I'm upset and I'm angry. If I do something, it's going to look bad on me instead of the other person because they look like they're just being normal. In reality, they're doing like some crazy fucking deep mind game on you, and they're fucking with you on a level that like other people don't comprehend. But you comprehend it because you feeling that shit. And now you're just angry and resentful and filled with hatred. You got nowhere to go with it. Play some Call of Duty. Play some Halo. Teabag a motherfucker. You know how fun it is to play video games and teabag people? It is the greatest shit in this fucking world. Cause I'd be playing Halo with my homie Ice, and like, I'd be having a terrible day. Some terrible shit going on in my life. And I'm like, man, I'm upset. And he's like, hey, yo, let's shoot some motherfuckers in their face, yo. Brown Brothers niggas, nigga. And it's like, all right, nigga, let's do that shit, nigga. And fucking start shooting, nigga. And we're winning. And like, we get to the end, and I'm just like, hey, I need to teabag this dude. Just teabag him. And it feels fucking great. It is a great release of emotions because you pissed off somebody. But the thing is with the video game, it's like, it's a game. It doesn't go deep. It can't. It's just a fucking surface. It's a fucking game. If someone takes it deep, then they got some other problems. But I'm saying, teabagging a motherfucker and making them break all of their own shit is what I live for right now. That is the greatest release of fucking hatred and anger and tension and all other negative bullshit in your life. It's teabag a motherfucker, make they break their own shit, and it's gonna have a good time. Now, of course, the opposite when it happens to you, that's where it gets like, okay, this is not fun. You know, because when you're playing the game, you know, you're getting kills, and then some motherfuckers just going off on you, and then they start teabagging you back, and it's like, oh, this is not fun. This feels terrible. And then you get upset. You start playing harder. You start, try to, hide around corners, camping and shit. They still get you. And they teabag you on top of that. And you're like, fuck, I'm pissed off. You lose. Maybe they send you a message like, hey, get good, noob, or some shit. But at the end of the day, you gotta look at it, it's like, hey, this is just a fucking game. I can just turn this off, read a book. I could go outside. I'll take a walk. This ain't shit. But sometimes a motherfucker calls police and get you swatted and some shit, and they raid your house. That's a real thing. I didn't even realize how often that was fucking happening. Salty motherfuckers playing video games call the police on a motherfucker, say they're armed, they got hostages and shit. Police bust into their house with guns loaded. Sometimes people get shot. They get shot because a motherfucker in some other country or wherever place calls into police, say they're doing some shit, and they ain't doing nothing. This is a motherfucker playing a video game. And they take it to like some next level shit. Now them people, they need to get arrested. Cause that's fucked. I literally saw a video, this guy was streaming, fucking police busted, and they stuck a gun to his head. It's like, where the fuck is she? Where is she? And he's like, oh my God, I'm shitting myself, please. What are you talking about? Oh my God, I'm just playing Final Fantasy. I'm playing Final Fantasy. The dude's crying, he's pissing himself. Yeah, it was funny to watch, but like, if you're in that situation, that's fucking terrible. But, I mean, it's up to the police to, kind of filter that shit out. It's like, you need some credible evidence before you go in with a fucking SWAT team busting somebody's door down with guns loaded and shit. Cause like, how do you know it's not just like a prank call? Like, what's the credible evidence? Yeah, they got the person's address and name, but that's it. They don't got anything else to go on other than that. Especially like people with no fucking history of crime and shit. It's like, bro, this dude went to fucking school all through like grade 12, college and shit, honor roll, fucking valedictorian, all this type of shit, hall monitor, just like a real nice person. Yeah, they play video games and they, teabag people, but like, fuck, they don't need to get fucking swatted, have their life ruined like that. That's fucked up. That's why those people need to get kicked in the chest. Those are the people. Them people that make them calls, kick them right in the chest. All your strength. Just like a horse kick. Whoopash! I don't even know what the fuck I'm saying. But as I get back into like what I feel like becoming a savage is like, it's more or less just carrying confidence more than being arrogant. Because I feel like people look at savages like, oh, that guy's a savage because he's arrogant and he's rude and all this shit. No, he's just an asshole. And I feel like, the definition of a savage is someone's, they move without, regretting shit. They move with confidence and go like, hey, I'm going to do this, so I'm going to do it. I'm a savage. I don't move nowhere but forward. You know what I'm saying? Only forward. Forward. Forward to the thing. Yeah? But, there's like no space for doing anything but moving forward, really. You can take a break, take a stop, enjoy the view, but like, don't go backwards. Going backwards doesn't serve nobody. It just makes everything worse. People pity you. You pity yourself. And then you realize, oh, I'm so far away from my goals. I didn't realize what I was doing. It's like, even if you're taking, the thing is, you don't even have to move forward that fast. Successful people didn't get their shit overnight. Everybody that, became anything with their life put in a lot of work and time. So baby steps. Baby step that shit. Just baby step all of that shit. That's all you gotta do. And like, mostly for myself, I've been doing baby steps. Cause like, fuck, a lot of shit go wrong. And it'll be knocking you back, but you still gotta take them steps. Baby steps, giant leaps, whatever. You just gotta keep moving. Moving and grooving. Don't let them know your next move. Switch it up. Do a backflip if you can. Not on concrete, though. You don't want to be like that bald guy that did that shit on concrete. Bust his head open. Knocked himself out. Looked like a joke on the internet. Look it up. Can't do this on concrete. That's what he said. Last words. I don't know what happened to him, but he definitely lost some brain cells on that motherfucker. Anyway, but like, you just gotta move forward. Keep grooving. Being a savage, hold that confidence. Be confident in your steps. Just take all them steps. You know what I mean? This is motivational speaking right now. You can do any and everything that you want. This is a motivational episode right now. Any and everything. You hear me? You're gonna be a savage. Tell yourself, I'm a savage. I'm a savage. I'm winning. I'm winning. If I win the Lotto Max, I'm giving half to Ali because he told me to do it. Yeah, get the Lotto Max, yo. Or Powerball if you're in the States, or whatever type of lottery, whichever country you're in right now. Give me half that. I told you to get that lottery ticket. You get all that lottery, give me half. You know what I'm saying? If you win. Even if it's $1, give me 50 cents. Oh my gosh. But yeah, always got to take steps forward, because like, there's no point in looking back if you're not moving forward from that place, because like, yeah, it's always good to look back once in a while to get a perspective on the bigger picture of what you want for your life. But if you're looking back and then slowly walking towards it, that's, it's not going to help you. Especially them folks that like are in like shitty relationships, and like you're with a partner that's not really supportive and shit. And like you keep going back to them. Shit happens. People change. Maybe the person you met and fell in love with isn't the same person. That's okay. But if they're making you walk backwards by you keep choosing them, you gotta step off. You gotta dip on bitches. And I'm using bitches in reference to any type of gender or whatever. A bitch is a bitch. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta dip on bitches sometimes. You can't be going backwards, fall into old habits. Oh, he changed. Oh my gosh. He's like, that motherfucker ain't changed shit. 3 months, he went back to the same motherfucker he was before. Why? Because that's what he was doing. That's what he is. Motherfuckers will tell you who the fuck they are in the first 10 minutes of meeting them. You just gotta listen. That's all I'm saying. Motivational and advice. It's a great episode. But obviously, we all have moments where we're just like consumed with anger and hatred for things, especially like in the media. There's so much stuff going on. There's so like wars and, financial shit and, fucking economies fucking wonky and all types of like different genocides going on. Like, it's fucking horrendous. And that really, really hurts a lot. Cause like you feel like, try to imagine yourself in those people's positions. Like, you're watching this happen, like, especially, what's going on in Ukraine, the war and shit. And like, I can't even imagine how fucking terrible that is. Your everyday life is just like fucking uprooted. People you live with, your hometown's destroyed. It's fucking terrible. And I hate that shit. And it makes me really fucking angry. And I'm just like looking at myself, I'm over here chilling. I'm just chilling while all this shit's happening in the world. It fucking blows my mind. But, I just thought I gotta do something. Do something to either clear my head or just like bring more positivity. I feel like that's the best thing people can do. It's like there's so much negative shit happening. Just like do something positive. Help out your neighbor. Fucking rake some leaves or something. I don't know. Do just like something positive. Anything. Make someone smile. Make someone laugh. All about being positive and shit. It's too much. Life's too short. It really is. Life's too short to be swallowed up in all the negativity of the world. We gotta be the change. We gotta be the change. Motivational, inspirational, yeah. Advice, everything in this episode right now. I'm feeling it. Energy. Energy. Honestly, I'm just happy right now because I have power. Like, in my neighborhood, we just had like this fucking massive, just like short-lived storm that just fucked all the trees everywhere. I lost power and internet for a while. And even my phone, I couldn't even make calls for a bit. Because, I ain't going to say the service provider's name, but they know who they are. They're pretty big. It's not Bell, it's the other one. And, their service usually goes out when weather's bad. Don't know why, but they need to shape up. They really need to shape up. Get all their shit together and shape up. And, just like enjoying. Like, weather's nice, got some power, internet. So I'm very thankful, that's part of it too. You got to be, have gratitude. You got to be thankful for all the blessings in your life because every one of us got blessings. Life itself is a blessing. And once you know that, you move different. I'm telling you. It's crazy how this episode was supposed to be about hatred, but I'm being the most positive motherfucker out here right now. That's how we moving. We're starting a movement. Positivity. Except when it comes to COVID. We don't want to be positive with that. Negative with that. And now they got some monkeypox shit. I don't know what the fuck's happening. I can't watch the news no more. I'm getting too scared. I don't know what the fuck's happening. But at this point, I just want everybody to, feel good, smile, make somebody laugh, enjoy yourself. Enjoy the weather, whether it's cold or hot. Just enjoy it. Be gracious. Be gracious in all your movements. And love yourself. You gotta love yourself, man. I'm telling you, man, you gotta love yourself. Terrence Howard, terrible impression right now. I send that man over here. He gonna talk about like my damn when they're looking at that thing, you know what I'm talking about? And hop on that trick, and when that trick told me don't get on that shit, you know what I mean? You don't find that shit, man. Terrence Howard. Anyway, I think I said enough words for now. I'm gonna go outside and do some shit. You should do the same. Till next time, y'all. All right, yo. Take care. Peace.